guys, it's Dave Carr. I'm over in Seville in Spain. This is my last day. I've been here for 4 days and I've loved it. I've walked about 10 plus miles every single day, seen all the sights. I don't get public transport, I just walk everywhere. I've not got much of a tan because I don't really tan, but I've loved it here. Now, since my last video, you know, the one where I was really poorly because I had my cheat day and it all went wrong, I'm obviously back following the carnivore diet nice and strictly as I was previously. But what I've found is I've been less and less hungry. Maybe it's to do with the heat or not, I don't know. So I've gone from doing my normal 16-hour intermittent fasting through to 1 meal a day. And you know what? It's been easy. It's been no hardship at all. All I've done is drink my water and my electrolytes throughout the day. When I'm thirsty, drink and just enjoy my day. Food has not been in the forefront of my mind. I've not been preoccupied about it. I've not thought about it. And then at the end of the day, when I've been around the city, I've just come back to the hotel and on an evening time, you have a buffet and check myself into the buffet and then literally eat plate after plate of the fattiest cuts of meat I can find. There isn't always lots of variety, to be honest, but you know, there's usually chorizo and there's, you know, they've got the pork steaks and they've got beef and things like that. So they've got different cuts every night. But all I do is, if you imagine it's on a big serving platter, I just hone in on the areas where they've got the fattiest cuts and just pick those fattier cuts of meat up and put them on my plate. Eat the plate. If I'm still hungry, I'll go and get another plate. Maybe there's a little bit more variety. You know, often they have eggs and things like that. So I've just literally been having plate after plate of food. I mean, the other night I cleared them out of prosciutto. They weren't very happy about that because I'd eaten pretty much everyone's, you know. So, but it tasted delicious. Not really bothered. And I'm eating quite a lot of cheese since I've been here because obviously I've got to keep the fat levels up. And obviously it's a restaurant, so they're not going to have really fatty cuts of meat because a lot of people don't want it. Just me. So I've been eating that 1 meal a day, just numerous little plates, and just eating till I'm full. I've kind of mentioned this before, but I think chasing calories is a bit of a mug's game, really. I don't think it actually works like we think it works. And doctors and scientists and surgeons and all that business, researchers, I've known for 100 years that calorie restriction does not work long term. So if it didn't work back then and it's not worked since, it don't work now. It don't matter what diet you're on. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So I've just been following what my body says to me. If I sit down and have a plate of food and I'm full after that plate of food, job done. I'll just eat again when I'm hungry again. But if I sit down there and think, you know what, I could eat a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more, I'll just let my body dictate what it wants. Because, for example, if I do end up stuffed and I can hardly move because I've eaten that much, you'll guarantee it's going to be absolutely hours and hours before I'll need to eat again. That's no bad thing, is it? Because surely everyone's seen the graphs where it shows you how, you know, fat oxidation kicks in and things like that, where, you know, after 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours, how, you know, you start burning more fat off as you're going through. If it takes me a day to require more sustenance, that's a day where I've been burning off primarily fat. So that's my little update. I've had 6 days of 1 meal a day on the carnivore diet. I feel absolutely amazing. I've lost body fat. I wouldn't say tons. I'm not losing body fat very fast anyway, because obviously I'm getting close to 50 years old, so everything goes a little bit slower with that. I've not done any exercise since being on this diet. I haven't been in a gym for 20 years. I know I said I'd bought some gym equipment, it's still in a bloody box. So, you know, it is what it is. I've lost weight, lost body fat, feel amazing through doing the carnivore diet and intermittent fasting. And I would recommend anyone at least give it a try. who knows? It might be an absolute revelation to you. You might not take to it, but if you don't try it, you don't know.